someone like Jalen Rose, who played for the Fab Five back in the day, which I was heartbroken when Chris made that timeout that they didn't have. But if we're being honest, they were going to lose anyway. They were already unraveling by the time he did the timeout. People don't want to admit that, but I watched that game. I was very upset with them losing because I love those five. But Jalen Rose has evolved into somebody that I think is very important also in this space, somebody who has played at a high level, college and NBA. And now he said some things about Phil Jackson. Before I play this, though, Phil Jackson sat down with Rick Rubin, who now is also a journalist, I guess.
What is happening?
I'm so sick of these. But I guess, I guess that's how we're getting information from Vlad to Rick Rubin. I'm like, what are we doing? This is journalism now. Okay, all right. I guess I'm here for guess good questions or eliciting responses that we wouldn't get otherwise, right? Because I don't know. But so Phil sat with Rick Rubin, and I'm gonna play his comments first, and then I'm gonna play Jalen Rose's reaction to it. And then I want your response, Seena, Ghaznavi, and others. So let me give the number. 866-801-TALK is the number. All right.
Do you still watch a lot of basketball or
no? I don't.
Tell me about that. When and did you stop immediately from the time you stopped coaching?
No, I didn't. I watched some of the game evolve and decided. And they went into the lockout year and they did something that was kind of wanky. They did a bubble down in Orlando, and all the teams that could qualify went down there and stayed down there.
No audience.
And they had things on their back like, Justice and, I made a little funny thing like, Justice just went to the basket and Equal Opportunity just knocked him down. And somebody had another name for a guy who has jersey in the back of a jersey, had some other slogan. So my grandkids thought that was pretty funny to play up those names. So I couldn't watch that. And the Lakers won, actually. They won that year. And
do you feel like it just made little of the game, like it made it like a sideshow? What do you think it was that turned you off?
Well, it was they even had slogans on the floor, on the baseline. It was catering. It was trying to cater to an audience or trying to bring a certain audience into play. And they didn't know it was turning other people off, People want to see sports as non-political. We've had a lot of different type of players that have gone on to be like, Bill Bradley was a senator, number of baseball players, been representatives and senators and political, but their politics stay out of the game.
Yeah, it's separate.
Doesn't need to be there.
Is he, I don't want to say, is he having a moment, but I think he has memory loss because he played in an era when I remember the iconic photo of Muhammad Ali flanked by Bill Russell and Jim Brown and Lou Alcindor, who became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I remember when athletes helped fund, including Bill Russell, the civil rights movement, and were heavily active in justice and things of that nature. Bill Russell had people break into his home and scrawl and defecate in his bed in the home that he lived in with his children and scrawl inward on his wall because of his very skin color, and having the audacity to play in Boston and win 11 championships for an ungrateful ass town. What is Phil Jackson talking about exactly? All of this justice and like sports, Colin Kaepernick taking a knee, but before that, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Craig Hodges, who he coached, who he probably was responsible for him not being in the league anymore. Probably now we see why. And I think what he misses, and this is why I'm so excited about this time, Seena and everyone, that the power has shifted into the hands of the athlete. This is akin to the people in the field now owning the property and the land and being able to determine whether or not they want to pick cotton or whether they're going to pick cotton but own all of the crops. And they don't like that, because they're used to being in charge. And what Phil Jackson most laments, I believe, is his inability to dominate and tell people what to do without any kind of pushback. Like, I think he misses the land of cotton. I think that's what he missed. And I feel like there's it's reverberating across the globe that there's somehow a shift in power. And it's something I talk about every day, which is why you hear right now the catch in my throat, because we have it. We don't have to ask for anything. We don't have to beg anyone for anything. Whether we're talking politically, we got that. Financially, we own and control most of the dollars that are spent. So now it's our turn to demand of these companies what we want. But it's a shift in the mindset that the athletes are showing us. They got it.